My name is Tim Jorgensen. My background is in software development and product management. I work for a company called Mitratech, formerly Trackstar, who uses Workato for their customer integrations. Mitratech does a lot of things. They're in the legal space, governance and compliance, as well as HR compliance. The team that I have now is comprised of project managers, a product manager, a couple of engineers, and some implementation coordinators that all deal with integrations. I'd say before Workato, the biggest hurdle that we had was just that we didn't have integrations. The company Trackstar that I came up in was very lean, and so it was very hard to get integrations onto a roadmap that was already packed, and everybody regarded those items as necessary. So before Workato, there was really no way to create these integrations in a timely manner. Workato changed all of it. We're part of the embedded platform, and so we use Workato. For the most part, it's for our external customers. I think the biggest impact that not having something like Workato in place was our inability to say yes when a client would come up and say, we love your software, but we need it to connect with our source of truth. Can you do that? Or we need this workflow automated. Can you do that? And the answer was always, well, we'll try. We'll put it on the roadmap. And that made it very hard for prospects to say yes. We also saw the same issue with retention as everybody started connecting to one another, or all-in-one services started to bloom out of nowhere. It became very hard to retain customers without having that integration world that we have now. When I came on board, they had onboarded two customers on integrations. It was a very long, hard process. And utilizing Workato in that first year after I came on board, we were around 300 connected customers. And those, most of them were user data transformation, but several workflow automation integrations as well. Workato made it super easy. The nice thing about Workato is that you didn't need to interrupt an engineer's roadmap, what they were working on, in order to build out the integration. We had the APIs on both sides. So, we developed a team of folks who could quickly learn Workato, people who never had any engineering background at all, but they were able to learn Workato, go through Workato's automation program to be able to not just implement these integrations that we were building, but also start to build them from scratch. The choice we made that made the biggest impact was to treat it like a product. So, product manager comes in and strategically lays out, this is what our customer base needs the most. This is what we're going to do over the course of the next year. And, some deviation here or there, but because we had that plan, we were able to create something for the majority of our prospects and customers, rather than bespoke integrations coming in one at a time that may or may not impact or benefit another customer or prospect. In our integrated customer base, we have an 8-point higher GDR than we do for our non-integrated customer base. So it is, and we were able to naturally lift our overall retention pretty significantly just by having these integrations. My career right now is based almost solely around Workato, so that's a pretty big impact. But I would say that I've been able to get back to some of my developer roots, and because I was able to build a team around Workato, one of my favorite things to do is lead and mentor people. So I was able to do that. I've trained a lot of people on how to use Workato, how to use it effectively and efficiently. It's been a lot of fun. The relationship we have with Workato is very, very strong. And like I said, Trackstar was acquired by a company called Mitratech, has a lot of different applications in its portfolio, and we're already moving Workato into some of those applications. We have another one called Talent Reef that utilizes Workato to push user data to the HRAS and payroll systems, and we're looking into other possibilities as we speak.